one.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
That was a fantastic drive.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Two in, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. Yellow, go. Red, cycle. Strike. Ready.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready? Yellow. Pause red. Black. Mega. Hey, check Mega.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Like going for it, 4th and 17 is absolutely absurd.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to it. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while, when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Edo Blue.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Blue strike.
Tua going to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The center receiver in motion to the right. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Strike. Check strike. Slide through.
2-1 once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
To throw is Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Here we go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
17.
In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 4th down, Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters.
We need those Jets. We need them.
Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Smash! Hey, go Fury!
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Please don't go for this, bro. Thank you. Get up out of here. Fuck. I was in the shower. Oh, I'll take it. Nigga ran the same plays all game, bro. Like, you can't win like that, bro. Nigga, shut out the league. Bro, like, I got a bye week. It's kind of too easy, bro. Schedule's so sweet, bro. I ain't even get to play these games. Like, nigga, I ain't play this one. Nigga quit. I was putting up 40 on that nigga. Ain't get to play him. He quit at fucking the second quarter. It was only 14-0. Tapped his ass. Oh, bro. Let's see. That's too many interceptions, though. It's really good. I really got 2, though. Yeah, well, I only threw 3 for 4. For nigga, that don't count. Yeah, I only threw 3. Yeah, I should have 11 touchdowns right now for 3 picks. That shit looks trash, bro. 68%, I love it, bro. God damn it, Kirk. Stats should be, it should have 800 yards right now if I played the rest of it. Yeah, I only had 31 last week. Yeah, 200 that game. Shit crazy, bro. I forgot you, you forgot me.